Once upon a time, in the heart of Musica village, there lived a young married couple. The woman was expecting their first child and the man adored her deeply. One night, as they sat under a shed, the woman took her husband's hand and asked him to make a promise. He asked what it was and she said, "Promise me that you will take care of our child if I am no longer here." The man didn't think much of it and replied, "Who said it will be a boy?" "I just have a feeling," said the woman. Before she could even hear his response, she suddenly started screaming in pain. The husband, named Levi, rushed to help her but realized that she was in labor and ran to call for midwives. Levi waited outside the door while his wife gave birth. It didn't take long for him to hear the cries of their child. He rushed inside and saw his newborn son, exclaiming with joy, "It's a boy." He then looked at his wife and asked why she wasn't enjoying the moment. But as the midwives tended to her, they noticed that something was wrong with her health. Upon checking under the blankets covering her, they discovered that she had lost a lot of blood. Despite their efforts to save her, it was too late. The woman died without even being able to nurse her child. Levi mourned and grieved, but there was nothing he could do. For 5 years, Levi raised his son Hassan on his own. People tried to convince him to remarry but he refused, claiming that women were evil and could bring suffering upon his son. His sole focus was on raising Hassan until he was able to take care of himself before considering marriage again. One day while sitting at the shed in his house, Levi saw a beautiful lady passing by. His heart melted at first sight but he tried to brush off his feelings. However, he couldn't deny the growing attraction. He decided to spy on her first before making a move. As the days went by, Levi and the lady, named Naomi, fell deeply in love. They eventually got married, and Naomi also had a son around Hassan's age. The two families were joined together under one roof, bringing happiness to everyone. Hassan also found a friend in Naomi's son and things became easier for Levi. The house was filled with peace and everything fell into place. Over time, Naomi began mistreating Hassan in Levi's absence, and this mistreatment escalated into outright hatred. Her resentment stemmed from jealousy, as it appeared Levi loved his son more than he loved her. Additionally, she envied Hassan's late mother, whom Levi frequently spoke about, interpreting it as lingering affection. Convinced that Levi's love for Hassan was rooted in his deep feelings for his deceased wife, Naomi devised a plan to address these issues when they were still in their early stages. The following morning, Naomi sought advice from her friends, who suggested various malicious actions. Some recommended poisoning Hassan, while others suggested consulting a witch doctor. Overwhelmed by these dark suggestions, Naomi returned home with a heavy headache. She dedicated 5 days to attempting to carry out the harmful advice she had received. One morning, she woke up and completed her household tasks. Afterward, she made breakfast. Since Levi was not at home, she considered the chance to harm Hassan. She added poison to the orange juice, stirred it, and waited. Hearing a noise in her bedroom, she investigated and found the juice unsettled with some spills. Growing suspicious, she left it behind and later took the cup to offer Hassan. Initially, Hassan hesitated to accept the juice from Naomi, as she typically didn't provide him with food when Levi was away. However, he eventually took the glass and swiftly emptied it. To Naomi's surprise, Hassan remained strong. Puzzled by his well-being, she was about to inquire when she heard Kani groaning loudly. Rushing to Kani, Naomi checked on him and asked about the issue. Kani, clutching his stomach, indicated that he had consumed the drink. Recalling the drops she had seen earlier, Naomi questioned if Kani had taken the drink. Confirming with a nod, Kani's actions became clear. Realizing their mistake, Naomi panicked and screamed, realizing she had inadvertently given the poisoned drink to Kani instead of Hassan. Turning around, she spotted Levi with an angry expression and folded arms. In distress, she screamed again,